Namaste, beloved sisters. Namaste. What a blessing to connect with you. Oh my goddess, there's already so many of you that were waiting. How beautiful. Welcome, welcome. My beloved Clarice is going to be here with us. Clarice, my love, just let me know in the chat if everything looks and sounds good. And my sisters, in order for us to connect live, I invite you to click on the YouTube link and come on over to our live chat and say hello. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're joining us from in the world right now. We have sisters from all over the world who've signed up today. Oh, here you are coming. Welcome, welcome, goddesses. Ashley, we have an alumni goddess here. Awakened Goddess Training Queen sister is here. Ashley, love you. Love all of you. So happy to be here with you. Oh, so blessed. Thank you, Clarice, my love, for confirming that everything looks good. Let me know, sisters. Oh, Joni from Wales. Welcome, beloved. Yay. Oh, such a delight. There's something so magical that happens when we join live. Hello from Germany. Yay. Rochelle's here. Hello, goddess. Spain is in the house. Oh, how beautiful. More from Germany, Delaware, France. We are so international. Canada. Yay, Canada. That's where I am. I'm in just outside of Toronto in Ontario, Canada. Prague. Oh, wow. So beautiful. Amazing. London, Texas. Oh, it's Sarah HB here to support. I love you. We have another Awakened Goddess Training alumni sister queen in the house. Sarah, actually, I might be sharing your experiences just to inspire all of us, because it's just been such a journey, having come out of the 6-month Awakened Goddess Training that me and my beautiful sister were on. That's what's inspired this offering. I have never been in such a state of alchemized embodiment in my whole entire life as I am now. And then I just had a beautiful milestone birthday a week ago, a little over a week ago. And I feel like I'm in a vortex right now. You know, my sisters from our training could probably attest to this. We have South Africa, more France, Sedona, so many places on my list to visit still, more Canada, yay, North Carolina, New Jersey. So goddesses, it's such a joy. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you coming from all over the world. This is going to be pure magic. I am in a state of pure magic, and I just had to find a way. I'm like, what is the way that I can transmit this? Because I know I do my monthly goddess circles. I could have made a YouTube video, but it felt like it needed to be something more epic, more sacred, more powerful. And this was the way that it came through. So I am so grateful to be in this space with you. If you have been called here, it's, the goddesses themselves are speaking, and they're bringing their daughters, all of us, they're bringing us all home to our divinity, to our power to receive all we desire from the feminine. So I welcome you now to really take this as your sacred time. We are truly entering an inner temple space together, and to honor this time for yourself and really open to all the magic, I welcome you to just turn off all your other distractions. Later, you can share if you want on Instagram stories and tag me how you watch this. I love witnessing your altars and when you are magicking with me. But I want you to be fully present here. We'll be doing rituals and grounding to get you so open to receiving all that is meant to be bestowed upon you today. I have my beautiful outline. This was already channeled, but I also know when we gather live in this type of energy, magic unfolds, things that we cannot plan come through. So we're staying open to that. But the intent for our gathering today is transmitting these codes, these embodied downloads that have come through in my own journey, and just to share this gift with you. The codes we'll be opening to receive today from the goddesses are desire as the goddess, realigning our desires for everything we want to manifest with the goddesses and your own innate nature as a daughter and embodiment of the goddess. Goddess alchemy, and how integrating through the deep ancient goddess mystery schools that in truth are already encoded within us. We don't have to find it outside of us. It's inside of us, all this power. And how, when we do this sacred work, we can actually collapse time around our healing and experience lasting transformation. If we've been struggling with something for so long, it can happen just like that through goddess alchemy. And another code here that we're opening to is goddess magnetism. Magnetism. This is your nature. This is Lakshmi. This is why I'm in this adornment. This is how I am feeling on the inside right now. And I wanted to admit that. And this magnetism of calling in your desires, letting them come to you manifest. I had a question as I've been sharing on my stories, like if you just saw shortly before this, Eric bought these beautiful flowers for us, right? He bought one bouquet for me, one for you. This is the type of divine king I have, right? Before I'm coming on, he's just, you're amazing. And he's just, I didn't ask, right? I didn't even say I'm nervous or anything, but he's just there to lift me higher and push me further and affirm me. And someone asked, where do you find men like this? And the answer is that's not even the right question, right? I understand the question completely, and I would have had that question, 20 years ago. But goddess magnetism is who you are, becoming who you are, becoming the goddess that you are. Then what you desire comes to you, whether it's your divine beloved, your abundance, anything you desire. And it comes as just the most natural, inevitable reflection, expression of who you are. So this goddess magnetism is what I am so here to awaken you to. I'm just going to check in. Oh, hello. So many more have joined. So excited. Oh. So my sisters, if coming into this space, if you have been feeling a little blocked, frustrated, overwhelmed, discouraged, drained, especially in your manifestation efforts, which is such a funny word to use when, we're talking about the goddess, because it's not effort with the goddess from your feminine, right? But until we learn, until it's not even learning, until we come back home and remember, it's not a learning something new, it's remembering who you are and what's so deeply true for you, it always has been. We can feel very frustrated, like, why isn't it happening? we can even get into really dark spaces of comparison and envy and lack, looking at others and wondering why it's happening for others and not for us. And like, what else do I need to do? And, you know, we even ask God, like, hello, what gives? God, I'm doing all the prayers, the chanting, the manifesting, you know, where is it at, right? So if you're coming in, all of that is so welcome here, right? You're not alone in that. We all go through that. And one of the reasons, one thing that we are going to shift today is that a lot of what's taught to us women on how to receive what we desire is more in the energy of like how to achieve your goals, how to get what you want, get that man, get that business, get that house, get that opportunity, how to achieve it, right? And it's been men or masculine teachings teaching women what to do with more masculine practices and approaches, right? And so much of what's ingrained in how we're taught to receive what we desire is the kind of language isn't even used, right? So it's not has not been the way of the divine feminine, the goddess, the way that it's natural to you. And especially as highly sensitive, soulful women, that's why sometimes when we feel like we're doing all the right things and we can feel it, right? Like you can feel in your body, okay, I'm doing this, I'm making that dating profile, or I'm writing that marketing email, or I'm taking this action step. But there's something in you that doesn't feel aligned. And we have a gift of being even more in tune with when even the greatest expert can tell us, or maybe it works for others, but something is not in alignment. That's not our path. Our path has to feel graceful, natural, empowering, magical. You are magic, right? And I want to welcome everyone here. If the divine feminine and goddess work is new to you, or if you're deeply on this path, this is a return home, right? So we're releasing the path of strife. And Ashley is here, and her testimonial, I loved it. You know, Ashley, you had said this was a return home. And it was so funny. I was looking at the Awakened Goddess invitation page, and I literally written that this is a return home. So this is about us returning home to ourselves. And no matter how you're entering the space, the goddesses and I have got you now. Okay, we are going to release those old patterns and anything that's created a disconnect for you as a beautiful, feminine, soulful, sensitive woman, and return you to what feels so true to you. You are so powerful as a natural creatress, a conjurer, a channel of miracles for yourself, not only for yourself, beloved, but for others, for your family, your community, our world. Like Goddess Isis, you, sister, are goddess of 10,000 names. Yes, yes, yes. Your innate power is so powerful, right? It comes from this source that for those who are not as deeply connected, it can be a big threat, or those who want to control through fear, that can be a threat. So for centuries, your power to conjure what you desire, to create the life on your own terms, to be a free, wise, wild, magical woman goddess, has been oppressed and shunned and condemned. And even if we've been blessed to have a gentle life in this lifetime, as women, we do carry this collective and ancient oppression. And we're here to release it, right? It's not here to bind us or trap us. We actually are in this collective. We're here to transform and transmute that shit. This is how powerful you are. And then in this present space, you know, our self-help and spiritual communities, there can still feel like a lot of things we have to do to manifest. So manifesting becomes still a more masculine practice, right? And here we're going to return back to it being feminine and fun, right? And in terms of the goddesses like from Lilith to Ishtar to Hecate to Magdalene, they have been shamed. They've been called demons and whores and hags. And we, as their daughters, then have been shamed and silenced and suppressed and punished, and even like during witch burning, executed just for our innate natural power, connection to nature, our ability to heal and manifest in oneness with nature, with the divine, seeing the divine in everything, in a flower, in the cosmos, in ourselves, in a kiss, in a strawberry, in the earth, in the dark, in the moon, in a baby, in sex, in grief. We have all this power and this wisdom that we have that's so innate within us. Because of how powerful it is, it's been hidden from us for so long. And even though as women, when we are fully in our power, we liberate and we live for the highest good of the community and the earth and all, with the rise of patriarchy that was for itself, each man for himself, to conquer, right? The way of the feminine was, I mean, even in ancient stories like Demeter and Hera, these goddesses, once revered and so powerful, then became raped to like put them in their place. So now it is time for us to reclaim our power to heal and create from all of who we are, and to have all we desire through our feminine. Do you feel me? Okay, I'm going to check in. Give me a beautiful yes if you feel this in your soul, if you feel this in your heart. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Let me know you feel me, sisters. Ready for this reclamation? Ready for returning to your divinity? Ready to return to your power to have it all as the goddess that you are? Oh, yes. All the yeses, all the yeses. Oh, feeling you, feeling you. Ready for this reclamation? Okay, 1 second. All right, technical thing there. Okay, my goddesses. So now we're here because the goddess within you, she knows you can have it all because she is it all. And you are her embodiment. When you give yourself permission to have everything you desire, and not in small, limited ways, like I'll have, you know, I'll get married, I'll have kids, I'll have the house. No, bigger, 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 bolder, bolder, bolder. I'll have the most epic divine love or marriage or union. I'll have the most meaningful, purposeful, dharmic, sacred work in the world. I'll be so abundantly supported. I will have total freedom to work, to serve, to be, to go wherever I desire. Like really expansive. When you give yourself permission to open to this level of infinite blessings, the goddess herself gets to express and experience all of herself through you. Just soak that into your heart for a moment and feel how humbling that is and how it releases this any shame or guilt we have around having it all. It's not selfish to desire. It's not selfish to want more for yourself, the best for yourself. Especially some things like, for women, there's all this shame and guilt around having luxury or having abundance. This gives you freedom to invest in yourself, to be generous. So like luxury and money and abundance, it amplifies who we are, right? So if we are innately generous and giving, then with more, we're more generous and giving. So allowing ourselves to have more allows the goddess to express herself in her beautiful forms through you, right? She can express herself as the maiden who has love and beauty and pleasure and passion and fertility and vitality. She can express herself as the mother goddess who has partnership and family and community and connection and sisterhood and abundance and creativity and manifestation and her business, her service, her dharma. She can express herself as the crone goddess. This is the triple goddess archetype, and there's so many, but because our time is limited, I'm just sharing this triple goddess archetype energy with you about when you allow yourself to have it all. She can express herself by experiencing her own wisdom, her priestess gifts, her warrior courage, her sacred boundaries, her divine connection, the power to heal herself and others through you, allowing yourself to be and to have it all. So it actually becomes the most sacred act of devotion. All of us here are priestesses. If you're here, you're a priestess. And as priestesses, we live a life of devotion. We are channels of love. And so you then get to channel the goddess fully in your own life, bringing blessings to all. And you were destined and meant and born to have it all because you are it all. As daughter of the goddess, as her expression, as her embodiment, you have always had the power within you to liberate yourself of your fears and blocks and receive and magnetize all you desire through pleasure, through your Shakti, through your alignment, through your grace and your divine feminine power, to have the infinite love, the abundance, the purpose, the flow, the health, the pleasure, the bliss. And it is time to claim this for ourselves, for yourself now. Yes, yes, yes. Are you ready? Are you ready, goddesses? Give me your orgasmic yeses. Going to check in. How are you all doing? Yes, we are women. Let us roar. Oh, I can feel the energy rising. Been waiting my whole life. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. This is our time, sisters. So I'm hoping that if you're here, you all know who I am, but I'll just quickly share, my name is Saima Karal. I am so blessed to be a devotee, a high priestess of the goddess, to be a divine feminine mentor, teacher, a healer. Been so blessed to become a #1 bestselling author of my books, Goddess Reclaimed and Manifest Soulmate Love, and truly just helping women since 2012, a sacred, blessed power year, manifest all they desire from the divine feminine, to heal their greatest inner blocks, and really flourish in every way into the goddesses that they are. And now it's like a whole new level for me as well, especially after coming out of my training. And I have Sarah and Ashley here, who've gone through this with me. They were the sisters in the program, and we're not the same women anymore. So how I'm going to be serving and teaching and taking you to your next level feels like it's just quantum. It's just a whole different level. Okay. It's an energy. I'm sure you feel it. So it's my sacred joy, my loves, to be in this space with you. And what we're going to just do now is a centering and grounding ritual. All right. You're already activated, but I want to make sure that this energy, I'm feeling it rise, and that's really beautiful, but I want to make sure we're going to be so grounded that we can integrate all of this, because of course, after all, this is about embodiment. Okay. So I was called to share with you some beautiful Palo Santo. This was given to me as a gift in my goddess retreat in Peru. And I'm actually going to go counterclockwise. Just clearing any energy that you have brought in, and let the goddesses themselves clear it for you. I see Goddess Isis is here, and she's brought a whole circle of her sister goddesses. Pachamama is here. Lakshmi, Aphrodite, Sekhmet, Kali, Magdalene, Ishtar, Lilith. Oh, all the goddesses, all their names, they're all here. And they're just gently cleansing, clearing. Okay, take a deep breath out. And if you have any other energy that you need to get rid of, give out a howl or a sticking out your tongue. Let's release that. Okay, my loves. Now feel your feet if you're sitting on a chair, or if you're sitting on the floor, or if you're on your bed. Just wiggle your toes then, and see your roots growing down from the soles of your feet into Mother Earth. She anchors you. Her love, her Shakti permeates out through you. No matter how you felt, no matter what's happened before this moment, she's bringing you completely here. Isis, Ma, and the goddesses now fill you with divine light, even opening your arms to receive infinite love and blessings from heaven, from Father, Mother, God above. And they're not above, they're all around, they're within you. But let's just open to the heavens. And palms together in front of your heart, in front of your head, aligning your mind to be one with the mind of the goddesses. Palms in front of your heart, opening our hearts to align with the heart of the goddesses, opening our palms out flat towards us, down, and this beautiful heart shape to our wombs, aligning our wombs with the goddesses. And sharing with them now, one hand on the heart, one on the womb, your intention. Bringing to them everything. Everything you desire. Everything you wish their support with. And now opening our hands out, our arms out, and we're hugging each other, our sisters from all over the world. We see our desires, our intentions, our wishes now placed on an altar in the center, the altar of the goddesses. We have surrendered them to the goddesses. And we see all of our desires manifesting for all of our greatest good through the feminine. We open ourselves and we give ourselves permission to have it all. And hands together in front of our hearts. As the goddesses remind us, you are her daughter, and it's time to come home. Remember your power as priestess, as conjurer, as queen, as creatrix, to heal and clear all that is in the way of your flourishing, to awaken her within you, to allow her to have it all through you, for her greatest expression and your greatest expression, and the highest good of all. So be it, and so it is. And I'm going to be anointing you now with the sacred oil from Egypt. This is sandalwood, beloveds. So I'm anointing it on your forehead, your throat, your heart, and your womb. Oh, and they want me to go to your solar plexus as well. And if you have any of your own oils, to keep anointing yourself, to anchor this in. The goddess loves a ritual as well. Okay, my loves. Why I am so passionate about this, why I live to take a stand for us to flourish in every way and to have all we desire by embodying the goddess, why this is so essential for us, especially highly sensitive soulful women, is because the old masculine way is not in alignment, and we can feel it, and it drains our Shakti, it drains our power, right? And at times, even very well-meaning teachers undermine and can even like insult our sovereignty and our power, right? So like, for example, sometimes I'll see a really well-known, reputable male love or relationship coach, and he's telling women, like has a video, what to text a guy if he's being distant. And I can't even tell you how much that enrages me, because a sovereign woman, first of all, our field will not allow for a person like that in our life. But if we're meant to learn or affirm a lesson of self-love or worth and value and sovereignty, let's say someone like this, we entertain them for a momentary moment of our life. A sovereign woman knows what to do, right? You are Aphrodite, Hathor, Magdalene, Ocean embodied. And a sovereign woman knows how to stay centered in your worth and your value, and how to bless that person, say, thank you for showing me who you are. I return to my sovereignty now. There's no like what to text a guy who's being distant, right? Or masculine, this could even be women teaching this, like old masculine approaches, right? But if they're saying that if you want to be successful, you have to be like really aggressive with your marketing to get clients, to make sales. But the goddess says you are Lakshmi, you are Athena, you are Abundantia, you are Vasudhara, you are Isis, you are sovereign goddess of abundance, of Dharma. You do not need to hustle and overgive or, just be out of integrity or insincere. Like you are Lakshmi embodied, right? So by being centered in your divine worth and value again, and your overflow, your abundance, your clients, it all is magnetized to you. People and opportunities come to you while you nap. Like, I don't know if Jade's in the house, but she's one of our beautiful goddesses in the program, in the Awakening Goddess training. And I remember her saying, I received $10,000 while I was on my couch watching Netflix. And she had asked earlier in the journey, when are we going to learn about receptivity? That's a really big block for me. And I'm really, looking forward to getting to that place of receptivity. And of course, we cleared and healed. And this is the feminine, like opportunities, blessings. They come to you when you're in your Lakshmi-ness, which is love, integrity, sincerity, passion, dharma, desire. One of Lakshmi Ma's hands, her mudras, is Kama, which means sacred desire. The goddesses need you to have sacred desire, but then her other hand is Dharma, which is to live in divine integrity, to take rightful aligned action when you take it. And then sometimes there are spiritual teachers, right, who are telling us, I find this is sometimes the most frustrating, that we have to have really perfect positive energy. You have to have positive thoughts all the time. And how does that honor the ferocious warrioress rage goddess within you, within each woman that we have? Like Parvati, the goddess of love and devotion, the beloved of Shiva, the mother of Ganesh, she morphs into a warrioress when thousands of warriors actually, when Ganesh had been killed. And then so they found the elephant head and put that on him. And so the elephant headed deity is rebirthed, and then becomes the first deity to be invoked at ceremonies. That's why he's a god of success and new beginnings. So Parvati sometimes conjures, even as a goddess, a maternal, loving, devoted wife, mama, with her rage, as does Isis. Goddess Pele, she can only create because she honors and expresses her sacred wrath. She burns it all. Her volcano, she's the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes. And through the lava that she uses to burn, she then births and creates the new Hawaiian Paradise Islands. So as women, my loves, we are here to create from all of who we are, right? All of who you are. So isn't it such a relief that we can release perfection and this pressure and all these teachings that have been taught to us that are not in alignment with who we are, that don't honor our sovereignty and our power? The great news is that the old masculine structures, as we can see all over our world, they're disintegrating. And we in this generation are here to rise. And the next generations of our daughters and sons and the children coming are here to help build a new world, right? So we're still in the process of the destruction and transformation of the old, even as we are rising. And the goddess, she is rallying us all to rise. And you are part of this ripple, right? When you give yourself permission to live from the feminine, to conjure, to heal, to be, to love, to create, to receive from the feminine, you are contributing to this collective evolution and ascension and healing of all. And when you reclaim this beautiful divine feminine power, and we're creating a new path, right? And you're creating this path that's your innate, mystical, ancient natural path. Receiving what you desire through pleasure and power and Shakti and integrity and inspiration and joy and orgasmicness and surrender. You not only change your life, my love, but you heal and transform the lines before you and the lines after you. Actually, if you can share it, like one of the beautiful intentions you had was this ancestral healing. That was something that Ashley was coming into when she entered the training. And there was a deep focus in our work on ancestral healing. And at the same time, by healing ourselves, by giving ourselves permission to have more than anyone in our family has ever had, especially the women, we break the chain. We not only break the chain, but it's like this whole new vortex of possibilities and limitlessness opens up. And the women before us rise, and the women after us, and the women all around us feel this and are blessed by it through all of time. As you gracefully allow yourself to have it all, it shows all women not only that we can have it all, but that we can have it on our own terms. Yes, yes, yes. Who is with me? Who is feeling this? Give me an I am ready. Ready to reclaim my feminine power. If you are here, my sisters, you do have a special, larger purpose, a dharma that's beyond your personal desires. So here's the magic, because this is all about removing the layers and giving you more and more and more permission and confidence to allow yourself to have all you desire. Because as a priestess, you are here with a global, larger collective purpose. Even if it's just through your own embodiment and allowing yourself to have all you desire, your desires are just the gateway for the goddess to use you to forward her own mission of bringing healing and love and restoration to our planet, of lifting up her daughters, of resurrecting her own temples, and have a thriving, healed, evolved world and humanity. So it's for you and for us and for all. Just checking in. I'm ready. Yes. Actually, yes, generational healing. It was such a beautiful experience to witness that and experience that with you, beloved. I'm ready. Priestesses rising. Yes. So I pray, I trust, I open you to releasing fears of selfishness. Do you now feel like, oh my God, it's my sacred responsibility to have all I desire. So the goddess can forward her mission through me. So it's my sacred responsibility to give myself this permission. By the way, I'm having the smoothie too because I knew I was going to need to stay grounded during this beautiful vortex, because when the energy rises through me, it's like fire. It's just so potent. So I hope you have something to ground yourself as well. So before this moment, before arriving here, how many of you felt that, these kinds of desires are selfish, whether it's love or money or your dream job or your house or these worldly, earthly things, right? And what if you knew that having everything you desire is the way for the goddess to heal? Like, I remember in our Awaken Goddess training, when we went to the abundance initiation, there was all this resistance that we all brought in, like money is evil, and it attributes, a lot of the problems of the world and the corruption to money. And then by the end, we were all like, we all need to be millionaires and billionaires to change the world. So just take a moment and imagine with me. Let's imagine together, because we're so powerful that now that we're gathered here, a world in which priestesses, soulful, heart-centered, deeply compassionate women who care about humans, animals, the earth, the divine, hold billions of dollars, trillions of dollars. We manage it. We get to make the decisions around it. What kind of world would we be in if us divine, highly sensitive, empathic souls held the highest positions of power in the world? For the economy, for justice and legal systems, for the environment. And imagining that we are nourished and deeply supported and empowered as we are in these positions of power, embodying the goddess to the level where our partners, our communities support us. And if our partners are men, that they are the most awakened, divine, masculine embodiments. Because we cannot hold the frequency for anything less to stay in our lives, to be in our sphere. And that these beautiful partners back us and support us and celebrate us and honor us, want us to be all we are. Lori, I'm so blessed to have my beloved do. And the type of men I'm so blessed to help my clients magnetize and have their marriages elevated if they're partnered. These type of partners, or female partners, right? Your queen. But our men need to be uplifted and embodied in their masculine as well. That we have the emotional, spiritual, practical, and life resources to just be fully who we are. Imagine this world. Imagine that because of how we created our own life on our own terms through the divine feminine, through love, through sincerity, through service, through kindness, through compassion, through passion, through Shakti, that we're able to not only completely transform and elevate our own life, but to heal and uplift our entire world. Then you are a priestess, a high priestess. You're a channel. The goddess is embodied through you, and new channels of herself get to open through you. So all this anchoring back to this truth. And place your hands wherever you need to, your hand, your heart, your womb, sisters. My desire is sacred and necessary and essential for the highest good of all. Can you say yes now to your desires for yourself, for your sisters, for our humanity, for our planet, for all? Yes, I say it, you say it, we say it. And we rise. Just going to check in with you all. Yes, a fair and kind world. Oh, actually, I'm so actually saying it's been so transformative to relearn how to accept our desires are sacred. Yes. And it was so beautiful to celebrate all your desires that unfolded so magically. Yeah, I was told, Kristen says, I was told things don't work that way. Well, now you're being told. I mean, I can share this with you, Kristen and sisters, but only your heart knows what's true, right? So right now I am offering myself to be the channel. So ask yourself, which feels true in my heart, in my womb, in my body, in my soul, in my cells? Which feels like home? And that's your truth. Whichever one it is, and honoring that. I did recently, one of my goddess circles was about pleasure. You know, we had a goddess of pleasure, and it was Flora. And because it was for Taurus season, and I'm a Taurus through and through. I have like, I'm Taurus all over my chart, like so many, Venus, Mars, Sun, Moon, Mercury, at least all those are in Taurus. So I had this goddess Flora circle, and one of the sisters, because we had it live as well, was saying that, you know, she didn't find that these kind of goddesses, that they're too, you know, about pleasure and orgasmicness. And, you know, what about the rage goddesses? And it's like, it's all sacred. We get to be all of it. It's all who we are as women. But I also share that, and I'll share this with you, I was not born like this, right? Like I can say now I'm a Taurus goddess, but I was an extremely, extremely introverted, shy, scared child. If you follow me, you probably know my story, but I had every form of abuse, physical, emotional, sexual, like extensive sexual abuse. When my parents took me to Pakistan from the age of 7 to 11, I remember 11 different men who sexually assaulted me. And the first time my father found out when I was 7, he beat me with a wooden log. He shut the door. And I remember my mom and sister screaming outside the door. And and I had no idea like what happened, right? Because I was groomed by the man who abused me. And you know, this is always going to be a part of me. And so then I grew up with the deepest level, and then very religious Muslim upbringing. My father was very abusive physically to my mother, to me, my older sister. They got less, thankfully, with the younger ones. I had 6 siblings, we're at 6. But I grew up with this shit. And I had severe depression in my teens. I didn't want to live. And I was blessed to get counseling and get functional. But then in my mid-20s, there was another initiation. And this was the initiation that brought me into the goddesses. I connected with the goddesses early. Like there was a cartoon named Shira when I was a child who was a goddess. And at 13, I learned about Aphrodite through an astrology book. But I was not allowed to worship them as a Muslim girl, right? So it felt like heresy. But then in this initiation, my Saturn return basically was the return home to the goddesses. And my whole life reflected the shit show that was happening inside of me. You know, I had this really shitty relationship with a friend who was bipolar, an alcoholic, and an addict, and both a narcissist and a victim at the same time. And then I was in this shadow archetype, which is really common for us highly sensitive priestess women sometimes. There's specific ones that we get into. And the one that I was in the rescuer and like martyr rescuer mode, right? It's a distortion of the healer and the priestess. And that was because my own self-worth lacked. And I felt like I can only be loved if I'm needed, right? And we do that. We overgive. We feel like we're only worthy of love if we're needed. And I had the shittiest car that would break down at every red light, and, you know, money, just everything was reflecting the deep brokenness inside. And the goddesses took me in. Goddess Isis just stretched her wings out and brought me home. And through them, on the healing journey that I was so blessed to go on with them, of goddess initiation and alchemy and healing and transformation and ascension and embodiment, I was transformed and my whole life changed. Like Eric came, quit my stupid corporate job that was so Shakti sucking, and I get to do this work that is my greatest joy. Abundance. I've healed all my relationships with my family, including my parents, including my dad. He still at his core is who he is, but there's a really good balance of like affection and just like a healthy vigilance, that needs to be there, and boundary setting. And I'm very like sharp with him when I need to put him in his place. So this deep empowerment. And then having Eric, who's like the exact opposite of the toxic and most perverse dark masculine that I experienced growing up, like literally pedophiles, and then having this divine, beautiful king, and having my relationship to my authority. This is what's possible for us when we return home to our goddess nature sisters. This is why I do what I do. This is why I take a stand for your sovereignty in every way, in every part of your life. I expect you to have what you not just desire, but what you deserve, what you are worthy of as daughter of the goddess. Just checking in with my loves here. Yes, healing my self-worth. You heal so much, Summer. Give me so much hope, inspiration, strength. I'm so happy to hear that, beloved. Thank you, my loves. I love you so much, and this is why we're here together. And hopefully I am living proof of what I'm sharing is that when we come back to our power, we become a blessing for our sisters and for all. Yay, Sharon quit her corporate job in 2018. We are not meant to have those soul-sucking jobs, sisters. That is not honoring to our sovereignty. We're here to live our dharma and to be so abundant as we do so, as we serve from the highest. A story like from our beautiful Awakening Goddess program was, I'm going to call her Laura. We have her testimonial coming, and then you'll see her real name. But Laura, she ignited her feminine sovereignty. And then typically I'll just share this. Like when I do my programs, 90 days or 6 months, the training is 6 months. They're so in depth that the manifestations, like how they should technically fold, is after you've done the work, after you've gone through the journey. But this was so powerful that, like Ashley too, you're here, things started happening within the vortex and we collapsed time. So like for Laura, within the vortex, we were celebrating her organically magnetizing her divine king, her abundance. She got like a $20,000 random refund, and she has this beautiful business. But she said she was operating from her masculine. And then we taught, there's initiations about everything, doing it from the feminine. And she started doing it in alignment with the feminine, and she worked less and made more, right? She healed her relationship with her sister. And her only intention in joining, her main one, was manifesting her soulmate. And then all these other blessings happened. She got this beautiful assistant to give her all this freedom in her time, so she has space for love. So much more happens for us. That's why your one desire is the gateway for the goddess to express all of herself through you. So she wants you to focus on maybe that 1 or 2 big things in your life that you're like, okay, message coming through. She's saying, there's a part of you that's been feeling guilty for wanting this thing so much. Feeling guilty for even having longing or yearning or desperation. And there's like a shame in even admitting that. And the goddess is just saying, give it to me. And it's okay. That's your passion. That is the soul part of you that is already connected to what you desire. And the desperation is actually just like the pain in the 3D realm of being like, I'm such a magical priestess. I'm connected to this in this realm. And it hurts to not be united with it here. the lover, the abundance, the dharma, the business, whatever it is. And so it's okay. Let's release the guilt, the shame. It's done, it's done, it's done. Just like that. Okay. Because these divine feminine codes are within you. In goddess mystery school traditions, what would happen? Like, we're not taught this, right? So like Kristen was saying, I was taught basically the opposite. One reason we're so disconnected, my loves, is like this wisdom was once upon a time handed down from the elders, from the wise woman, from the midwife, from the healers. Even in my culture, it's a very tribal culture. And like, there are midwives in the village, but it's the men who hold the authority, right? And it's been taken from us. And even in my culture, like, women who are magical and healers can be called witches, and everyone is very suspicious of them and gossips about them and basically ostracizes and isolates them. But the wisdom, the feminine wisdom, was passed down from grandmother, from our mothers to daughters. And like, even connecting to goddess cultures, and as with the rise of Judaism, women were still in their homes, had altars to Ishtar, Astarte, these goddesses, until it became forbidden. And when we have goddess Oya in the African Yoruba tradition, these would be passed down from mother to daughter, the wisdom of the goddesses. And then through the diaspora, they became syncretized with, like, Yamanya with Mother Mary, because the worship of goddesses was no longer allowed. And also in doing so, we stripped the goddesses, like Yamanya in this case, her sacred wrath to be only pure mother. But our power is so fierce, so transformational. But once upon a time, we gathered in these covens and tents and circles to transform, to heal ourselves and the communities. And unfortunately, in time, then this power became such a threat that it was forbidden. And we were even, through the witch trials, like, burnt at the stake for this. So there's a wisdom that's been hidden from us, our spiritual lineage as women, as priestesses, right? And because of that, maybe we've given our power away to the experts and the gurus. I even did this after everything on my fertility journey, right? Whether it was a naturopath or a spirit baby medium or an acupuncturist, and everyone's saying, okay, you have to eat this and you can't do that, and you need to do this and you can't do that, and you must do this ritual, and eat this supplement and all this stuff. And it was like, after doing everything that I knew how to do, when you're so in something, right, and you want something so much, that's when we're most vulnerable, giving our power away. So I did at times, even as I did my best to be discerning. And there was some people who said some pretty harmful things as well, like, if you don't do this, it's not going to happen. And it wasn't until like 7 years of that journey when I entered my own return to this divine, beautiful goddess mystery school and went through it myself. Like Sarah and Ashley can say, every transmission, and they know on a deeper level what we shared privately, and I won't get into here, but I went through everything first myself. But the greatest gift of that was that, especially, like, for example, on this one journey where I had given my power away a little over the years, I finally returned to my own fucking power, to my own sovereign path to motherhood. And it's mine. And it's on my terms. And the way things shifted for me energetically in the last 6 months has not happened in all these years. I've had clients tell me, like, psychics or astrologers told them that they have bad karma or inauspicious planetary alignments. And I'm like, are they God? You know, do they have God's power? So no one outside of you can ever tell you something won't happen for you. Okay, so let's just, I was guided to bring my beautiful rattle. We're going to release this. Any beliefs you have from any person outside of you, anything that caused you to believe that you cannot have what you want if you don't do things this or that way. We are releasing it. Done. Woo! Okay, we're returning to our divinity. We're returning to our sovereignty. We're returning to our power. When you connect to God, Goddess, create that clear channel, everything is possible for you. Everything is inevitable for you. You are God, Goddess embodied. But when I work, I'm not telling you what to do as your guru. My work as a facilitator, as a guide, as a priestess is to return you to your divinity, to the power within you. And I go through it myself with you, right? So it's not that God, Goddess ever want to deny you anything, my love. Okay, if you've been struggling with something, if it's been hard, their grace is such that you never have to do it perfectly. You never have to earn your worthiness. You are already divine perfection. You are already infinite worth. And their love for you is enough, even if you don't feel enough. Their grace for you is enough. Your only work is to let them flow through you. And this can be the greatest work, but this is it. Right? They need you. They need us to get out of their way and just receive. And so this is where we do our deep work and deeply important and beautiful work. Like, it's so fun to return to the Goddess. It's so natural. It's so empowering. It's so igniting. It's the return home. Like, nothing feels more natural and joyful and blessed. So everything is possible for you. And with this, let's make this reclamation now. I take back my power from anyone or anything outside of myself that I ever gave it away to. Knowing that by reclaiming my own divine feminine power and embodying the goddess that I am, I can have anything I fucking want now and always. So be it, so it is. Yes, 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 it is done. You are the goddess. You are all the goddesses. You are here to have it all as her. You are here for her to have it all through you. Like Goddess Isis, she's leader, she's high priestess, she's oracle, she's midwife, she's mother, she's sister, she's wife, she's warrioress, she's destructress, she's healer, she's everything. It means that you get to be everything and you get to have everything, all of who you are and all of who you desire. Your light and your dark. This is part of the goddess alchemy. You get to be what you are, which is a full spectrum woman, a full spectrum goddess. You can roar your desires into being. You can orgasm your desires into being. You can pray your desires into being. You can conjure your desires into being. You can surrender your desires into being. However you desire to have your desires. When you reclaim and embody all of who you are through divine feminine alchemy and integration and embodiment, you get to have it all however you desire. Do you feel me, sisters? Does this feel resonant? Give me your yeses. I'm clapping so hard. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, man. Thank you for your passion and goddess power. Yes. Well, I'm feeling with you, all my loves. This is the magic of us coming together. Yes, yes, yes. Sharon, you're talking about the burnout. Okay, I'm going to be getting to that. Our freaking Shakti suckers. Time to release them. Come back to our divinity. Come back to our power. Come back to the goddess that we are. Yes, 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 yes. I love you all so much. We're having so much fun. 111. We return to our power. We allow ourselves to have it all as the goddesses we are. So it is, so it is, so it is. Yes. Magicking together, sisters. That felt really fun and witchy. Okay, my love. So let's hone this all into our codes. Okay, before we get into meditation, because by the way, of course, you're getting a beautiful goddess meditation because that's embodiment, right? So, desire as goddess. I want to ask you now, if I waved a magic wand, and honestly, this is that's how I feel. I remember, I'll call her Arna. She said, like in our vortex and the Awakening Goddess training, that sometimes she'd be really behind on the initiation or she'd miss a call. And the thing that we were opening to happened for her miraculously. And she said, this vortex is so powerful that I don't even need to be active in it for the things to happen, for the miracles to happen, right? So I'm feeling like a magical fairy godmother right now, goddess. And I'm asking you, if I were to wave a magic wand and you could have anything you want, now you know you have permission, and it's not only safe, but it's sacred and it's of service to the goddess and to humanity for you to have it all. And just to own it for yourself, because you deserve to have it. What do you want? Tell me here in the comments, sisters, what I want. I desire. What do you want for you? Love, abundance, health, fertility, happiness. Get more specific. Oh, Ashley, you said 11 and 11 at the same time. Love it. I love this beautiful energies in the circle. I'm so happy. Yes. What do we want for ourselves? Name it, claim it, say it, own it. I want my divine partner. Yes. And so shall you have them, him or her, whoever they are. Write it, sisters, claim it, own it. It's so sacred. It's time for you to say it out loud, but in a different way, with a different energy, because we've realigned our desires now, with the Goddess, a best-selling book. Yes, yes, yes. Abundance to heal my ancestral karma. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, to all your desires. True self, true abundance, true love. Yes, yes, yes. My baby in a community of sisterhood. Yes, yes, yes. Such beautiful desires that are going to bring so much happiness to you. And this happiness is going to ripple out to our whole world. And so we all need you to have your desires. Endless prosperity, gorgeous, purposeful life. Yes. Love, marriage, to be a mama, get my degrees. Yes. Most abundant, loving, spiritual business through my ancestral healing work, creating a strong soul tribe of women across the globe. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, just look at these beautiful intentions. Like, we are so magical. So let me ask you this now, sisters. How would having your desire, after what you've learned today, after what you received today, after what you remembered and come home to, how would this bless your immediate family? Just feel into this. Close your eyes and feel into how this would just bless those around you in your life right now. How this, you giving yourself permission to have this, to receive this in this lifetime, will ripple out to the women, to the lines before you, and to the lines after you, and to the women in the collective. How will this blessing ripple out to the world? What part of the goddess would be expressed through your desire realized? And see how beautiful this is. And claim for all the blessings this brings me and all. I give myself permission to have it all. Yes, yes, yes. And coming back. And if there's any part of you, and it's so natural to have this, that's wondering, because we're conditioned and programmed for so long, like, can it be this easy? Can I just be in my feminine and receive? Yes. Yes, we have Ashley in the house. And Ashley was in our Awakened Goddess training vortex. And like I said, within the vortex, she manifested her dharmic dream job, which, by the way, is like, you can correct me, Ashley, but from what I understand, it's like a humanitarian. She's a lawyer. She's basically helping our planet, our world, right? And a new consulting firm. And deeper love with her beloved. And stable and steady wealth and abundance. And her through her own sovereignty. Like, actually, you became Lakshmi through this. You became Isis as queen, goddess of 10,000 names. And I love witnessing you, and I'm just saying you directly because you're here live, Ashley, because it was so beautiful that as we we're going through the initiations, like I remember the Aphrodite one, your beloved had showered you with all, like, I think it was strawberry shortcake and roses. I don't know if there was champagne, but like it looked like the altar that was for the offering for the love goddesses initiation. Like, it was so magical. And and tell everyone where you were. Like, for our last two initiations, actually manifested a month-long vacation in Nicaragua. And when we were in our queen initiation, and it was like being in our palace, Ashley was literally in her tropical paradise palace that she magically manifested. And it happened through her feminine. like it happens. And actually, I love that you kept saying, this works. All I can say is this works. This works. This feminine magic, my love, it works. It's just a matter of returning home to it, trusting it. There's actually, yes, there was champagne, and it happened right after that initiation. I love it. Yes. Yes. That was so fun. It was so such pure magic. Oh, and I have a number here, 444. Yay. It just showed up in the back end of my live stream, all these different numbers it's showing me. Oh, there's so much magic here, goddesses. So yes, of course, this is how it's meant to be. This is how it's meant to be. Okay, this is what's natural for you. If this is feeling too good to be true, like that's just our old conditioning. Okay, my loves. So this other code of goddess alchemy, what this allows us to do is collapse time around our healing, around your transformation, around clearing years and lifetimes of blocks and struggles. I remember like Laura had shared that she'd been working on self-help and spiritual work deeply for 10 years. And what she experienced in our vortex surpassed everything she experienced in 10 years. We collapse time. And that also happens because when women gather, the sisterhood, the amplification collapses time as well. But it's also this whole journey of inner alchemy. And so to step into this, I would like to ask you, my loves, like, what is coming up for you right now? Where in your life is there a struggle? What's your greatest block at the moment? How long has it been, or how long does it feel like you've been in it, right? You're just kind of tired. Just thinking of like how I shared I did on my fertility journey, all the things you tried that were not in alignment with your divine feminine power, and how draining that can be, the way in which maybe it created burnout and strife and blocks, or being in that masculine energy of getting and achieving and efforting and striving that's not in alignment with who you are, or the law of attraction pressure of having to have perfect positive thoughts, you know, and just giving yourself, let's honor ourselves right now to see how that made us feel not in alignment, and how it's created a distortion for what's natural for us in our feminine process of receiving what we desire. So what would it be like to just completely reset that? And to really trust in the divine feminine path of receiving, magnetizing, unleashing, and releasing by alchemizing all of who you are. By remembering your priestess gifts and powers. By being centered in your self-love and worth and value. So the magic here is this. You don't have to have perfect self-love. You don't have to have perfect self-worth. These things are a lifelong work in progress. Okay? You don't have to be a master of it. We're never really going to fully get there. We might feel that way in like certain parts of ourselves or our life, and then there's a certain area that, you know, it's not quite there. And you can still have your blessings. The goddesses love our shadow and our light, and they know that this all needs to be welcomed and alchemized into sacred wholeness for us to manifest from the divine feminine. In fact, for the goddess, she needs you to see and witness and love all those darker parts of yourself. The part of you that's scared, fearful, anxious, desperate, overwhelmed, the doubts and fear. You can have them and still be blessed with her grace. We had sisters in our vortex, you know, dealing with anxiety, depression, and they still manifested beautiful, miraculous blessings. This is how worthy we are just as we are, even if we don't feel it. And the goddesses, especially through a goddess mystery school pathway, which is so natural to us, they give us a way of uncovering the root of our blocks, our struggles. And they do this through an initiation. And the initiate, actually, like in this tradition, we will experience a death and a rebirth. And Sarah and Ashley, Sarah, especially my love, like you and me, I remember chatted about this a little bit, but there was deaths of the old. And I went through this myself, like an actual death and loss right before I opened the doors and was then going through that descent. But the way the goddesses do this is they hold us like you are so held as we let this part of us to die. The old this part of us that is complete, that holds all the pain and the imprints from our past lives, from our wounds, from our ancestral lines. But the goddesses do this in a way that loves us back into wholeness. And so she herself becomes reborn through you. And all of you becomes embraced as a holy part of your humanity. Persephone, Sadhana, Ershkiya, Kalima, these dark goddesses of the underworld and of destruction and transformation. These are these goddesses of these domains. And they are badasses and so powerful. And so are you, because they're within you. You're from the goddesses, my loves, your shadow, your wounded inner child, your past life traumas, all these initiations, they are the gateway to healing and magic. How? Because the death, which is an initiation of the dark mother, the queens of the underworld, the mystic goddesses, this is where you uncover the roots so that they can be cleared, healed, witnessed, honored, burned, transmuted through divine feminine practices that are part of your lineage as priestess, as woman. And like the masculine approaches, even spiritual ones always tell us to just transcend and rise above, or only observe or detach. The feminine says delve, descend, rage, scream, cry, grieve, roar, transform, transmute, and then embody that alchemy from the darkness, alchemized into the gold of who you are. And all of it equally holy, the dark and the light. This is a holy birth and rebirth of the goddess, the priestess, us women. It's one of the first phases of divine feminine alchemy, initiation, transformation. So here, my love, your life's greatest struggle is a gift from the goddess as her initiation to your awakening into your divine truth and power. It is her loving, benevolent wake-up call into who you are, including embracing the full spectrum of your humanity and your divinity. For the goddess, your struggle is her initiation into her expression as your desires manifest by being all of who she is. That's all of her reclaimed and all of her expressed. It's the greatest honoring to her, to you. So that you can rise with this, enriched with this golden wisdom and strength and awakened gifts, having it all through embodying who you are, all of who you are. And if you're feeling like, well, how long does this take? Is this years? And in ancient traditions, yes, these schools were years. Sometimes they were a year and a day. But right now we are in such a potent time in our world. Like, have you felt this where time is different? Especially since the pandemic started, time is loose. And those of us priestesses and highly sensitive empathic souls, we actually have the power to tap into this portal. Time is open. And so, like other spiritual traditions have taught, there are certain numbers of days, like 90 days when you do a mantra, there's 21 days, 40 days, 90 days. 90 days is one of the longer ones, where 90 days is what it takes to have a complete shift and transformation of a wound, a struggle, a karmic pattern. And then the next 90 days is the ascension, the integration, and the embodiment. And if part of you feels scared, like, oh, the underworld goddesses, what will I see? Or I've already done all this work, what more can I see? These goddesses will show you what you're ready for. Even if your conscious human self doesn't feel ready for, your soul is ready for. And they will make it so, no matter how initiatory it is, no matter what you're facing, there's so much unconditional love for all of who you are that you feel so held. Sarah, actually, you can like affirm this, but our mantra in our Awakened Goddess Mystery School Vortex is, all of you is welcome here. And this was the catalyst, I believe, to our quantum level miracles that we all experienced. But when we come to this place of uncovering, seeing, witnessing all of who we are, and seeing that it's not just my humanity, but they're goddesses expressed in all forms of who I am, magic happens. So the goddesses in your life may lovingly push you, but their grace will always protect you and guide you and empower you, my loves. And they might not always have the patience for you to stay stuck or complacent. And that's when we get those crazy golly level wake-up calls in our life. So you can live the life that you were meant to. We have a beautiful actress, and she's shared that she very proudly wants me to share her name, her full name, her identity, Olivia Macklin. And she manifested in our beautiful vortex all her dreams, even as so much came up for all of us, right? So her beautiful, she wanted like this Netflix role, and like, you know, things were happening. It's a pandemic, so there were some delays, and we all conjured it. We said, Netflix is coming to you. They are knocking on your door. They're paying you more than you want. They're giving you the dream role. And literally the next initiation, we were celebrating that for her. She got it, and it was everything. And we're actually going to have a premiere party when the show premieres in our goddess sisterhood. So it is. And this was like Olivia, like me, like Sarah and Ashley, and all of us coming to allow the goddesses to allow us to be all of who we are. No perfection, no pressure, but just opening to such grace. This is what's possible for you, my loves. So where are you being initiated right now? Is there a part in your life that the goddess is initiating you because she wants you to have more, to dream bigger, to rise higher, to live truly in your divine power and your purpose. This can be, some of you mentioned the shitty job. I had the soul-sucking job. Not only was it super draining, I was doing like 10 people's work every day, but my boss was highly abusive in his hierarchy, even though she was female. She had a very masculine energy. Sarah is a priestess, so I remember she was saying, that boss you always talk about is a woman? I always thought it was a man. I'm like, you're plugged in. The energy is very masculine, even her appearance. But that was my journey, my initiation. I thought as priestess was to be more compassionate and to forgive and to just see my boss as inner child. No, my freaking initiation was to stand in my power, to cut cords, and to live freely and to become my own boss. The old boss wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. Like, she would say, if you're going to go to the bathroom, you have to make up for that time. And like we didn't bill for our time. It was nothing like that. And now it's like, I can go to the bathroom whenever I want. I can go on vacation whenever I can work from wherever I want. I can work with who I want to work with or not want to work with. Like, everything is my choice. I can create what I want, when I want, how I want. Everything is my terms, and I get to change women's lives and have the deepest fulfillment in what I do and express myself, my creativity, my passion, my love, my life mission, all of it. But it was so painful to be in that job. And when you don't see a way out, it didn't happen overnight. Like, I've been doing this for 9 years, and there was learning and initiation at every step. And entrepreneurship is one of the deepest initiations, working for yourself. I kind of wish it for everyone because I feel like it empowers us so much. It really initiates us to rise fully in our self-worth and value and power and our love and our creativity and our expansion and our expression. It's such a beautiful gift. Okay, my sisters. So are you feeling now that you're ready to free yourself of these blocks, knowing that they're an initiation from the goddesses into reclaiming your power, being all of who you are, and having all you desire? Yes. So we're going to say an invocation now. I am all of the goddesses. I am Marish-Kigal's grief. I am Pele's rage. I am Kali's ferociousness. I am Kuan Yin's compassion. I am Aphrodite's desire. I am Magdalene's love. I am Oshun's joy. I am Hathor's pleasure. I am Mary's surrender. I am Isis's power of 10,000 expressions of the feminine, of me. All of me is sacred. All of me is welcome. I can doubt and fear and falter and still have what I desire. When I return home and remember and embody who I am. Daughter, an embodiment of the goddess. Daughter, an embodiment of the goddess. So be it, so it is. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. Checking in with my sisters. I want to feel your yeses. Love light. I love that. You made me cry. I've never felt mothered my whole life. Oh, so beautiful. You're safe with the goddesses. Prepare to be mothered the way you want to. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, my love. All is welcome. Yes, cyclical, not linear. Exactly. Everything comes alive through the chaos. I mean, that is the way of Pele, of Kali, of these goddesses of who we are. Like the masculine, right? Achieve, set your goals. Here is your plan. How boring is that? That's why it feels so boring and natural to us. And we get so frustrated. Feminine is chaotic and cyclical and beautiful and magical and unpredictable. And I feel like doing this today and I flow with that today. And then it's not happening, so I'm going to take a nap. Oh, I woke up, here it is, it's happened. Like, this is feminine magic. Magnifying electric. Yes. Yes. I love you, sisters. I love your receptivity. Can you feel your receptivity portals already opening up together? And so now let's hone in and anchor goddess magnetism. Okay, and we're going to clear and acknowledge what gets in the way of us having what we desire from our feminine. And like I call them the Shakti suckers. And so some of you have talked about them, your soul sucking jobs, when we forget our innate feminine power and gifts, when we neglect our feminine bodies and rhythms and cyclical nature and menstrual cycles or the moon cycles, natural cycles, when we deny our good because of shame or guilt. So hopefully we've done a lot to clear that already, knowing your desires are so sacred. When you feel disconnected from your divinity sometimes, like even small things in our day-to-day now, like being stuck on social media all the time, how addictive it is, it can keep us from remembering our divinity, right? Like we can get so triggered seeing someone else have what we want. And then instead of unplug from that and plug back into source, into the divine, right? We can self-sabotage because of low self-worth and unhealed old things, old patterns, and staying stuck in those painful unconscious karmic patterns, inner child, ancestral patterns, and then like keep attracting the things that on the 3D create blocks from us receiving our good, right? And the soul-sucking jobs are one of the worst ones, but also like toxic relationships, family, especially the more intimate they are, family, your partner, work, boss, right? People that you exchange a lot of energy with emotionally or practically. Ways that we keep ourselves small when we abandon our purpose and our dharma out of fear of success or fear of failure. As priestesses, sometimes we have a huge fear of success because of being like punished in other lifetimes for being healers and being witches. And so we would rather unconsciously staying in a shitty job is actually safer than coming out and sharing our gifts, coming out of the closet and sharing our gifts. I had to overcome this. And we do a lot of this in my training so we can be free to shine our fullest light. Shakti suckers are overgiving to people and tolerating relationships at this level when we deserve them at this level, right? When we forget that we're queens and we settle and compromise. No, not on my watch. Yeah, being treated and having anything that's not worthy, that's less than worthy of the goddess that you are. Not for us. Okay? So the goddesses are here to bring us back home to this process of sacred alchemy, transcendence, but in a way that honors all of who we are. And it's not just like tools, right? It's not just affirmations and visualizations. They're beautiful tools, but they make you the doer. And the divine feminine for magnetism, she is here. Just be with me here, fully, sisters. And close your eyes to receive this transmission. I need a moment. Whew. Energy is, my body feels like fire right now. Okay, it's coming. The goddess, the divine feminine, is here to clear the way for you to be the magnet, for you to be the portal, for you to be the co-creatress, the conjurer, the unleasher of all your good. Do you see the energetic difference here? That you're not even attracting, you're unleashing. Like Lakshmi behind me, the overflow, conjuring Parvati, married to Shiva, god of virility. Couples all over, pilgrimage to him, praying to be blessed with children. She just conjures Ganesh on her own because she decides to. This is how powerful you are. Conjurer, co-creatress. Sometimes I don't even feel as aligned with creatress because you're not just creating on your own. When I say creatress, I mean as goddess creating through you. So you as human are co-creating with goddess. But then as goddess, you are creatress, right? So this is the ascent when we're in this magnetism of the journey, especially in the Goddess Mystery School. This is the ascent part. It's a lot more fun, but interestingly, you know, and my sisters here, like sometimes we witness our sisters experiencing the greatest resistance. We were so comfortable with the dark goddesses. And then when it comes to like, oh, I can just have all desire through my divine magnetism and orgasmicness and pleasure, big resistance. All the triggers come up, and those are the ones that are more difficult sometimes. Goddesses of love and pleasure and divine dharma and clarity and abundance and magic. But this is the full integration to come into your magnetism, your queenly sovereignty radiating through you, through your total embodiment, and you pulsate it. And so the universe has no choice but to bring you ocean wave upon a wave of blessing as you take your throne as queen of your domain, queen of your life. And so then like Isis and Nephthys, Inanna Ereshkigal, we become embodied full spectrum goddesses of the shadow and the light. And these are goddesses of heaven, earth, and hell, or the underworld. You are priestess and oracle and lover and huntress and destructress. All of it. You are loveress and queen. And you hold all of who you are with power and grace that inspires all. And this, as I've shared, bringing it back, becomes a blessing. And we all need this. We all need you, sister, to claim yourself, to embody all of yourself, your goddess self, to have all you desire. We need you to do this. When you reclaim your divine feminine power, your miracles are not only possible, they are inevitable. And if there's still a part of you that feels like, can this really work? Can this work for me? Can it be this way? The answer is simply yes, because just ask your body, ask your heart. One of our sisters that's coming to mind, beautiful Matanda. She was in the vortex. She was already so magical, and another academic, we had two academics, and she up-leveled and honed her priestess gifts. We celebrate, I have permission to share this. She had a surprise love confession and so many beautiful job opportunities that she magnetized. And she, because she was in her academics, was often behind on the initiations, which is okay. But it just happened. It's so easy when we return home. Okay, my loves. Now it is time to bring all this together into sacred, beautiful meditation to open ourselves to experience the goddesses. I'm just going to check in. Clarice, my love, would you mind taking screenshots of the live chat in case I missed anyone? I want to see it afterwards. And I know that when I end the live, it just closes everything, including the chat, and I don't get to see it. And I want to make sure I see all of you. Sarah, thank you so much for sharing how this was so healing with the motherhood, being remothered and healing your relationship. You could never go out with a narcissist again. I've stepped out of the cycle. Yes, celebrating you, sister. Okay. Let us prepare for our meditation. I'm going to get some music ready in the background. My love Clarice, if you could just let me know how things sound when the music comes on. And sisters, in the meantime, tell me how this is resonating. Share with me, I'm feeling this. I'm returning home. This feels right. Yes. I hope it's serving you. I hope it feels so natural and graceful. Okay. All right, my loves. Hopefully this music works. Let's see. No, you know what? It might not work live. That's what happens with technology. Oh, this one worked. Okay. This is the one we're meant to have. Okay, Clarice, my love, just let me know. And sisters, you can let me know how the music sounds. Feeling so blessed. Feel full of hope and it feels right. I feel powerful and beautiful. Good. I'm so happy to hear that. This feels right. I'm returning home. Beautiful and free, yes. Okay, my loves, can you hear the music? Okay, good. So gently closing your eyes. Letting everything that felt so deeply true just anchor into you. Feeling yourself fill up with a bubble of light now as the goddesses themselves transport you into the inner realms. And they're all around you, these beautiful goddesses. And the underworld goddesses, they show you your inner pains. And they're just honoring how hard it's been. And they're saying it's not your fault. You have done nothing wrong. And so they ask that you acknowledge any frustrations, blocks, struggles, fears. Give them to the goddesses now, beloved. All that's been getting in the way of you experiencing what you actually desire and deserve. Breathe it out. Share it with them. Give it to them. They take this from you and thank you for trusting them. All of you is welcome here, is what they say. And now the goddesses pull in a portal. And from this portal emerges your future self. Kuan Yin is here and all these beautiful goddesses, and they're showing that this version of you is healed, inner child, shadow, past life, ancestral lines, mother line, father line, wounding with the masculine, wounding with the feminine. It's all healed. And Lakshmi and Aphrodite and Isis and all these beautiful goddesses show you that this future you has all you desire. She has it all. And notice what's different about her. How does she look different? How does she carry herself differently? How does she feel? What's her inner confidence like? What does she radiate? What is her life like? What type of love and freedom and abundance and purpose and joy has she allowed herself to have? And she receives and enjoys and relishes it so gracefully. And you see the self, you, the queen of your domain, of your queendom. You have it all. You see now how it blesses everyone around you. And you say yes to it. I am ready. No matter what the path is, from where I am to where I am meant to be, I am ready. And I say yes to myself, my future self, my goddess self, my true self now. The goddesses show this path before you, from where you are to all that's possible for you, the infinite possibilities ahead. And they show that you receive it by embodying all the goddesses that you are. And it was always that beautiful, that magical, that natural, that powerful. And this is home. You thank them. If you have any questions for them, you ask them. And you commit to journeying with them, to connecting with them more deeply, to uncovering all of them within you, to integrating, alchemizing, embodying all of them on your path ahead, to fully awaken them in your life and become the fully awakened, flourishing goddess that you were born to be. Blessed and blessing all. So be it. So it is. Amen. And dancing back, coming back, beloved. How did that feel? Oh, let me know how that felt, beloved. Oh, you're so welcome. Your magical wisdom, grace, your energetic force that comes through you, filtered through my resistance. I'm so happy. I feel that softening. Magnetism, powerful connection, my infinite worth that you mentioned. Thank you. Oh, so, so, so beautiful. So, my loves, I hope this served you so, so, so deeply. And it's been such a joy. And for those who are here, if you feel aligned, if you feel curious about this Awakened Goddess training that I have shared, hinted at, would you like to receive a beautiful, intimate, private invitation that I will not be offering to anyone? I'm officially opening doors next week, next Tuesday, to the next round of the Awakened Goddess training. But I feel such beautiful alignment in the space that we have created. And if you feel an opening in your heart to learn about this Divine Goddess Mystery School, to open to it, to go so deep with these beautiful goddesses, to experience what Ashley and Sarah and our sisters have shared. This new round doesn't even feel like a round 2, it feels like level 2 because of who I am now on the other side of it. So if you feel the desire to embark on this deep, profound, life-changing journey of goddess alchemy, initiation, embodiment, magic, love, and miracles. Sarah, actually, if you're still here, if there's anything you wish to say to these sisters about if it's time, what's in your heart for them to know. Let me know, my loves. Thank you. Do you do healing? Yes, I do healing. I offer it in my beautiful program. Yes, amazing. Okay. You're powerful. You're sobbing. I'm so happy. Sobbing in a good way, I hope. Yes. Okay, my love. So since you are here, it will be my pleasure and joy to share a very sacred invitation that's only going to be available to our live sisters who are here live. I will send out the replay, but you will be receiving actually something different as my thank you for being here and just honoring this beautiful energetic space that we are in. So here we are. The Awakened Goddess training is a 13 initiation journey to reclaim your divine feminine power. It's a goddess mystery school, a 6-month immersion to embody all your inner goddesses and fully activate your divine feminine wisdom, power, and gifts. The next round opens up in June. And this is the most beautiful journey of healing your blocks, manifesting your dreams, and quantum leaping, like truly collapsing time through sacred feminine alchemy, initiation, and embodiment through the goddesses. I'll let you read that on your own after if you wish to, but you are not meant to stay stuck in the situations that we shared. You're certainly not meant to struggle and sacrifice as an extension of the goddess, right? And this divine journey is here to bring you the embodiment of your divine feminine gifts, all of them, to become a full spectrum goddess, to awaken your intuitive gifts, to embrace the divine masculine, heal with the toxic masculine, to clear your deepest blocks like past wounds, inner child, karmic, generational, ancestral. We clear them in the deepest, most profound ways, to love your body temple, to have that sacred divine feminine magnetism, to up-level all your relationships, to manifest the love you deserve, and to prosper with purpose, living your divine dharma. Here is our beautiful curriculum. Every initiation is a portal. I'll allow you, if you wish, to read into this, but it's a journey. And I went through each one in a deeply embodied way, which made it a transmission. It made it so much more than a curriculum. But we go into a descent, as you can see, with these goddesses of the underworld and transformation and sacred rage and the warrior goddesses. Then we come into sacred enlightenment and divine love and pleasure and desire and our divine destiny and dharma and creating all we desire from our feminine and being liberated and living boldly and wildly and freely our life on our own terms and embracing our divine magic womb and moon and triple goddess wisdom and having Lakshmi level abundance unleashed in our life. So many sisters manifested so much money. And then just being conjurers, high magic, high priestesses, ultimately culminating everything to being the queen of your domain, sovereign in every way, and up leveling every part of your life to the queen that you are. So there's our beautiful Olivia and her gorgeous testimonial. There's so many miracles experienced. I could truly list 20 for each one. And she received everything she hoped for and never thought I would. There's Ashley. Actually, I use different pictures just to protect privacy for some. Olivia gave us her picture to use, but Ashley received her dharmic job and business and love and deeper love and wealth from her feminine embodiment. That's her beautiful testimonial. We have Jade here who healed her wounds. Finally, we worked together actually, and the work that we were able to do together was at a whole other level, and she even shares that. And Kimberly got her PhD. She collapsed time after 10 years in academia. She manifested so much love and support and abundance in this journey. I know they're long, but I just didn't have the heart to cut the love that they were sharing, the transformation they experienced. Arna bought her dream house so quickly and healed some fertility and health blocks in the journey. And there's Sarah's talked in their circle about, the Divine Mother remothered me through Simon, this program. I did not know anything about the divine feminine sovereignty and embodiment that I now know is mine and ours through this journey. Like, so beautiful. And Sarah said this program is a prism. So what you receive, my loves, in this divine goddess mystery school, this life-changing journey, are 13 goddess initiations, videos that are released to you, and you have time to integrate, to watch them, to receive the transmissions. Then usually the rhythm is a Friday, the initiation is released. You have meditations and all this divine transmission. And then the next week we do a group mentoring, coaching, priestess practice call and live sisterhood. They're about 1.5 to 2 hours. They're so magical. This is where we integrate everything. And I also do Q&A and mentoring and coaching, and it goes so much deeper. And each initiation comes with a beautiful, much deeper than what we did today, initiation meditation. Some of them are longer than 30 minutes. They go up to 45. With beautiful, magical sisterhood and Facebook. And the sacred value of the training is $33,000. And as I love to shower you with beautiful gifts, there's an initiation ceremony and an activation and beautiful preparation work when you join, as soon as we begin. So the bonuses themselves are valued. How much were they? Like quite a bit. Basically, I'm not a math priestess. It adds up to 41,000. And this is the value, right? This is the worth. And to be honest, it's hard to put a value on, like, what does it mean to manifest love after 10 years of trying? How do you put a value on something like that? How do you put a value on leaving a job that was not fulfilling and finally living and starting your divine dream work in the world and being abundantly supported in it, having stable wealth? These are things that, having now gone through it and the miracles I personally experienced, you can't put a price on, but I know that, and I'm asking you, like, would it be worth that to you? Right? So of course I'm not charging the sacred exchange of what it's worth. For the 6-month vortex, what felt in alignment was a $12,000 sacred exchange. But because we're in a really sacred, special space right now, the pre-reveal pricing is $6,000, which is a beautiful 50% goddess scholarship or gift for being here, for being part of this beautiful circle. And why this is important to me is because I want to ensure that everyone here is in alignment. The goddesses, the love that we shared in round 1 was like, we've known each other forever. It was unconditional love. And so if you have been called to this circle, I know you are my people. You're my sisters. And this is the energy. And most of all, this is your time to decide if it's your time to go deeper, to have what you desire. There's a beautiful painful bonus, a goddess icy self-healing energy attunement practice that's so much deeper than Reiki and any other energetic work. So that itself is worth a $5,000 beautiful bonus. You'll see a lot more beautiful testimonials of sisters who've manifested all their dreams from the feminine, healed and magnetized. It's all possible for them. It's all possible for me. It's all possible for you, sisters. And yeah, this is for my sisters who are ready to claim now is your time to stop settling and honor yourself and manifest all you desire from the divine feminine, right? And so you'll see a little more here if this is in alignment with you. But what I would love is, because we are here together, to share something even more sacred, even more special as a heart gift, just for those who are here live. If you're watching the replay, I'm sorry, but this was a heart gift for the live sisters only. And here it is. The goddess's blessing. If you apply while we're live, you get it for 5. Yes! Oh, so this was actually the super special price of round 1 pre-reveal last year, which, like, you know, now again, the sacred exchange feels at least doubled. But I'm so grateful that you're here live. So sisters who are live, would you like to have the link to apply while we're live and receive this beautiful sacred love offer? Let us know in the comments. I'm going to stop my share here and come back to you. See how we're all doing. It's been such a joy. Thank you. Yes, it is priceless. It is so, so, so priceless. Yay! And I am praying that whatever it is you wish to invest yourself, however it is you wish to move forward, beloveds, may we all be blessed with the infinite abundance to be free, to have all we desire, with deepest abundance, with deepest joy, with deep love and happiness and confidence and the infinite abundance of the goddesses. Yes, yes, yes. So my loves, what Clarice will do is she will drop the link in the comments for you, and you can receive it there live. And this is going to be a special link. What's going to happen is when you go to apply now, so the application process is very essential, because in the application, that's where I get to see if this is in alignment, right? If this is going to be for both of our highest good, if you're ready for this level of transformation, And so that's what we're discerning, and that we are heart-centered, and it's going to, you're ready to open to changing your life, to manifesting miracles, to having all you desire with the goddesses through this sacred journey. So that's what the application process is for. Yes, I magnetize and claim the resources to engage in intense training and healing. I mean, when women have said yes, the miracles, the support, the abundance for when we say yes to ourselves happens. It happens for us. So Clarice, my love, there's a yes. Janet says yes, amen. Okay, my love, Clarice, if you could share with everyone the beautiful link for this journey for the Awakened Goddess training. I would like to apply. Okay, my love, Clarice, just go ahead and give the link to the sisters. Yay. I have prayed to be able to do this and join, and the divine has confirmed before the group session. I will be receiving prosperity this month. Yes, yes, yes. You know that when it's our time, and the goddesses themselves have chosen us, right? This is my sacred invitation because this is the deepest work I can offer you. This is the deepest work I can offer you. It's deeper than all my one-on-ones, circles, books, YouTube. And there'll always be that available, like not the one-on-ones anymore, but you know, my YouTube videos. And so all that will be available to you, my loves. But for this is the most powerful transformation portal of magic and miracles that I hold. Okay, my love, Clarice, can you let me know if you dropped the link? Let me see if I will go ahead and grab it as well for the sisters. So one note I will make, sisters, for those of you applying live, I'll give it about half an hour because I want you to have a little time to type in your answers from your heart. So the application is going to change. Right now, when you apply in about the next 30 minutes, it will say which investment option you would like, the 5,000 pay in full, and then it'll be 6,000 for payment plan. And then in about half an hour or so, I'm going to change that to the other beautiful, amazing price, which is 6,000, which is still 50% off the sacred regular price investment. So we'll do it that way so that you have about 30 minutes to just share your heart and go ahead and know that the goddesses themselves have chosen us to come together in this vortex, right? That's why I don't have, I don't do sales calls or anything like that because, you know, I'm not here to convince or coddle. And if you know, you know, the goddesses themselves have already chosen you. They're opening the doors and they're bringing us all together to rise in the most miraculous, magical, beautiful ways together. If it's your time, it's your time. Okay, my loves. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, my love. So this has been such a joy. I look so forward to welcoming you. Those who are called for this level of healing, the goddess alchemy and initiation with the beautiful goddesses. This has changed my life completely. It's changed the lives of every goddess sister who was part of this journey. And what we all experienced, the profound healing, miracles, instant manifestations. Like Laura's going to be submitting her testimonial, but she already like sent me her one version of it. And it was just like, I feel that my manifestations are instant right now. This is what happens when we come out on the other side of this magic. And this is what I want for all of you. So I know that, and I pray that this, you know, circle gave you so much and blessed you and inspired and activated and empowered and ignited you. And if you feel that it's your time to have it all, and this journey feels most aligned, and you are ready to say yes to you and all you deserve, it will be my honor and joy to welcome you into this vortex with the goddesses. Yes, I also magnetize the abundance to invest in this magical vortex of love. Yes. I magnetize the abundance to look into this beautiful circle. Yes, goddesses. Oh, I'm so, so, so grateful. I hope you love this, goddesses. I look so forward to those of you whose time has come for the most epic, beautiful, magical transformation, healing of all the shit, of all the old blocks, and transmuting them into the gold and being rebirthed into the goddess that you are, into the full goddess that you are. This is the truest, deepest, most beautiful way that I can take you through this journey, my loves. It's my heart's deepest, deepest joy. Like, you know, I'll just share, when I did my one-on-ones, it was intensive. Afterwards, I was always need to replenish. And the magical thing about this journey, when we do our sister calls, is afterwards, I, along with my sisters, would feel so nourished and buzzing with love and magic. That was our term for our circles. We said these are the vortexes of love, miracles, and magic. So it will be such a joy to have you there. Oh, such a joy, such a joy. You're so welcome. Love you, Shakti. Love you, Penny. Love you all. Sharon, Janet, Diamond, Janine, Julia, Mari, Christina, Indigo Libra, Patricia, all of the sisters. And if I share this as a replay, all sisters who joined, this has been such a joy, such a blessing. I love you all. Let's do a closing prayer. And for this, I am going to anoint you with Goddess Isis oil. Anointing your crown, your throat, your heart. And grounding. Goddesses, we thank you for bringing us together in this vortex of love and magic, for opening us to all that's possible for us, and for reminding us that by returning home and embodying you, it's not only possible, it's not only inevitable, but it is so sacred and such a blessing for all, for us to have it all. We now surrender this temple time to you, goddesses. The goddesses are shielding you with their love, their magic, their protection, opening you to all you deserve, all you desire from your divine feminine, now and always. So be it, so it is. And if it is your time to embark on this divine journey with them through the Awakened Goddess training, that the goddesses themselves will open the way in every way for it to be the most empowered, ignited, easy, joyful. Yes, yes, yes. The doors are open. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, sisters, you're so welcome, Angelia. I love you. Miss you. Oh, love you all so, so, so much. This was such a joy. Oh, I look so forward to welcoming our beautiful new sisters into the next level of magic and miracles. And for all of us who are here today, I love you. I see you as the full spectrum goddess that you are. All the goddesses are with you, and all the goddesses are within you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste, goddesses. If you have any questions afterwards about the training, just email us. Email Clarice, team@flourishinggoddess.com, and it will be our joy to answer any questions. But I trust when you know, when you feel it, when it's your time, it's happening. And I hope that you love the circle. I love this circle, and I love you. Ashley, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, Ashley and Sarah HB. Like, oh, all my goddesses, the love that we have, my alumni sisters, I can't put into words. It's been my greatest honor. And you all have set the foundation for all the next levels, the next queens and goddesses to come. So thank you, Ashley, and all my sisters from round 1. I love you all so much. And I love my round 2 sisters already. I can feel your energy. And I love you all. Okay. Okay. I love you, goddesses. Thank you, Clarice, my love, for all your help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some of you are having a little question about the link. I think because Clarice, maybe it's not letting you share it. So I'll just share it one last time. Okay. Namaste, my beautiful sisters. Love you.